Velammal Nexus students, today we are going to see what are the skills required for AI and ML engineers. Data science is such a broad field that includes several subdivisions like data preparation and exploration, data representation and transformation, data visualization and presentation, and predictive analysis and machine learning, etc. For beginners, it's only natural to raise the following question. What skills do I need to become a data scientist? We'll talk about 10 essential skills that are necessary for practicing data scientists. These skills could be grouped into two categories, mainly technological skills and soft skills. Data science is a field that is ever evolving. However, mastering the foundation of data science will provide you with the necessary background that you need to pursue advanced concepts such as deep learning, artificial intelligence, and machine learning, etc. Let's talk about the 10 essential skills you need to know to start doing data science. The first is mathematics and statistics skills. First, statistics and probability. Statistics and probability is used to visualize the feature data processing, feature transformation, data imputation, and dimensionality reduction, feature engineering, and model evaluation, etc. You need to cover all these topics to be excel in mathematical skills. Here are topics you need to be familiar with. What is mean? Median, mode, standard deviation, correlation coefficient and covariance matrix, probability distribution, and p-value and mean square error. So, Arthur-Score's Bayes theorem, that is precision, recall, positive predictive value, negative predictive value, confusion matrix, ROC's curve, and ABC testing, and multivariate calculus. Most machine learning models are built with the dataset having several features or predictors. Hence, familiarity with multivariable calculus is extremely important for building a machine learning model. Here are the topics you need to be familiar with. Functions of several variables. B. Derivatives and gradients. C. What are the step function, sigmoid function, and logit function, and ReLU, rectified linear unit function. D. Cost function, and E. Plotting all the functions. And you need to know about minimum and maximum value of the forced functions. The third one is you need to know about linear algebra. The algebra is most important mathematical skills in machine learning. A data set represented as a matrix, linear algebra is used to data preprocessing, data transformation, and model evaluation. Here are the topics you need to be familiar with linear algebra. Vectors, matrices, transpose of a matrix, the inverse of a matrix, and the determinant of the matrix, the dot product, eigenvalue, and eigenvectors. And you need to be familiar with optimization methods and techniques. Most machine learning algorithms perform predictive modeling by minimizing an objective function, thereby learning the weights that must be applied to the testing data in order to obtain the predicted labels. Here are the topics you need to be familiar with optimization methods. First is cost function, that is objective function. That is very important to know about cost function in machine learning. And second, likelihood of function, error function, and gradient descent algorithm and its variants. Example, sophisticated gradient descent algorithm is very important in deep learning. So, let's jump into essential programming skills that are required in day-to-day life in data science. Since Python and R considered the two most popular languages in data science, essential knowledge in both languages are crucial. Some organizations may only require skills in either R or Python or not both. Let's go through skills in Python. Be familiar with the basic programming skills in Python. Here are the most common packages that you should master how to use: NumPy, Pandas, Matplotlib, Seaborn, Scikit-learn, and PyTorch. And we can go through the skills of other programming languages. Skills in following programming languages may be required by some organization or industry, like Excel, Tabula, Hadoop, SQL, Spark. So these are the programming skills and languages you need to excel in data scientist and machine learning algorithms. The third one is we need to know about data wrangling and pre-processing skills. Data is a key for any analysis in data science, be it inferential analysis, predictive analysis, or prescriptive analysis. The predictive power of model depends on the quality of the data that was used in building the model. Data comes in different forms such as text, label, image, voice, or video. Most often, data that is used for analysis has to be mined, processed, and transformed to render it form suitable for the further analysis. Let's talk about data wrangling. The process of data wrangling is a critical step for any data scientist. Very rarely is data easily accessible in data science project for analysis. It's more likely for the data to be in a file, a database, or extracted from documents such as web page, tweets, or PDFs. Knowing how to wrangle and clean data will enable you to drive critical insights from your data that would otherwise be hidden. Let's talk about data pre-processing. Knowledge about data pre-processing is very important, including dealing with missing data, data imputation, handling categorical variables, and encoding classes labels for classification problem, and techniques of feature information and dimensionality reduction such as principal component analysis, that is called PCA, and linear discriminant analysis called LDA. Let's talk about data visualization skills. Understand the essential components of a data visualization. First, we need to know about data component in data visualization. An important first step is deciding how to visualize the data is to know what type of data it is. Example, categorical data, discrete data, continuous data, and we have time series data, etc. Moving forward, we are going to see geometric components. Here is where you need to decide what kind of visualization is suitable for your data. Examples, scatter plot or line graphs or bar plots, histograms, we have QQ plots and smooth densities and box plots and pair plots or heat maps, etc. We have a lot of plots, but you need to decide which visualization is needed for your data. Moving forward, we also need to know about mapping components, scaling components, and label components, as well as ethical components for visualizations. Let's talk about basic machine learning skills. Machine learning is a very important branch of data science. It is important to understand the machine learning framework, problem framing, data analysis, model building, testing and evaluation, and model application. The following are important machine learning algorithms to be familiar with. Let's talk about the supervised learning, that is continuous variable prediction. We have basic regression, multi-regression analysis, and regularized regression. Second is supervised learning but with discrete variable predictions. We have logistic regression classifier, support vector machine classifier, and we have k nearest neighbor and decision tree, as well as we have random forest classifier. In unsupervised learning, we have k-means clustering algorithm. So these are the algorithms we must be familiar for knowing what is ML algorithms. Let's talk about skills from real-world capstone data science projects. Skills acquired from coursework alone will not make you a data scientist. A qualified data scientist must be able to demonstrate evidence of successful completion of real-world data science project that includes every stage in data science and machine learning processes such as problem framing, data acquisition and analysis, model building and model testing, model evaluation and deploying. In real-world, data science projects could be in Kaggle projects, we can do internships or from interviews. We also need communication skills. Data scientists need to be able to communicate their ideas with other members of the team or with business administrator in their organization. Good communication skills would play a key role in here, able to convey and present very technical information to people with little or understanding of technical concepts in a data science. Good communication skills will help atmosphere of unity and togetherness with other team members such as data analysts, data engineers and field engineers, etc. Let's be a lifelong learner. Data science is a field that is ever evolving, so be prepared to embrace and learn new technologies. One way to keep in touch with development in this field is to network with other data scientists. So you need to have good team player skills. As a data scientist, you will be working in a team of data analysts, engineers, administrator, so you need to have good communication skills. You need to be a good listener too, especially during early project development phase where you need to rely on engineers or other personnel to be able to design and frame a good data science projects. Being a good team player will help you to thrive in a business environment and maintain good relationship with other members of your team as well as administrator or director of your organization. And finally, you need to have ethical skills in data science. Be ethical in all phases from data collection to analysis to model building, analysis, testing and application. We have discussed 10 essential skills needed for practicing data scientist. Data science is a field that is ever evolving. However, mastering the foundation of data science will provide you the necessary background that you need to pursue advanced concepts such as deep learning, artificial intelligence, etc. Let's talk about the real-world application of AI and ML. Today, the table of content is: first, we are going to talk about face recognition. Second, we are going to talk about how chatbot works. Third, the recommendation system. And fourth, the Google traffic alerts. Let's jump into the session. First, what is face recognition? Have you noticed that Facebook has developed an ability to recognize your friends in your photographs? In old days, Facebook used to make you tag your friends in photos by clicking on them and typing in their name. Now, as soon as you upload a photo, Facebook tags everyone for you, like a magic. This technology is called face recognition. Facebook's algorithms are able to recognize your friend's face after they have been tagged only a few times. It's pretty amazing technology. Facebook can recognize faces with 98% accuracy, which is pretty much as good as humans can do. But face recognition is really a series of several related problems. First, look at the picture and find all the faces in it. Second, focus on each face and can be able to understand that even if a face is turned in a weird direction or bad lighting, it is still the same person. Third, be able to pick out the unique feature of the face that you can use to tell it apart from the other people, like how big the eyes are, how long the face is, etc. And finally, compare the unique feature of the face that all the people you already know to determine the person's name. So, let's talk about what is facial recognition used for. Law enforcement and smartphone developers use facial recognition for improved security. However, those are not only to use case. In fact, the application of technology are vast and varied. The following examples are just a few of most interesting way any businesses use face recognition today. Let's talk about augmented reality (AR). Numerous popular smartphone applications rely on face recognition. Some famous examples would be face filter on Instagram, Snapchat, and Line. By locating the user's facial landmarks, the AR apps can accurately superimpose image filters over the user's face in real time. Let's talk about cashless payments. While not yet available in most countries, there are numerous merchants that now accept facial recognition payments, mostly in China. Moreover, on October 16, 2019, SnapPay announced their launch of facial recognition payment technology in North America. Facial recognition is used in security gates as well. Whether it is an entrance of your apartment complex, the front lobby of your office, or even train station ticket barriers, facial recognition technology could be used to allow or deny entry. Using facial recognition technology to address cheating. Facial detection is used to identify verification thanks to recent advancements in accuracy, reliability, and performance because the via Smart Access Control (VIA) can help predict cheating behavior by analyzing students' expression and movements. Facial recognition technology is no longer out of reach. Through a wide range of innovative applications, it can enable quick and accurate identity verification that will deter academic dishonesty and uphold fairness in education. Hope you understood the application of facial recognition. Let's jump into Chatbot. So, the interesting application in real world. Recently, chatbots have been applied in many different aspects of business and have had many proven records of success. Chatbots answer questions and inquiries. The company organizing the event can set up the chatbot to answer common questions like, what does the ticket cost? And where do I buy it? How do I get the venue? Who will be speaking at the event? What's the schedule for the event? Are there any hotels nearby? Once the chatbot is set up, the company can add it to the event's webpage or the app, let it interact with customers. Second, booking tickets to events, shows with chatbot. These can be questions like, which movie are you playing today? Can I get a refund for my ticket? Which seats are available? By answering such questions, a chatbot can guide a customer and solve their problem for them. But that's not all. A chatbot can also help the customer take the action they want. For example, PVR Cinemas own one of the largest chain of movie theaters in India. And on their website, you will find a chatbot that helps visitors quickly book movie tickets, view offers, and leave feedback. That's great. The chatbot also lets visitors view the trailer for the movie they want to watch, which people ask them make a buying decisions. This means the chatbot, in addition to providing support, also helps increase sales. The third is chatbot to build remarkable customer experience. Chatbots don't have to be serious and purely transactional. You can design them to go through a buying decision by creating a quiz, telling jokes along the way, and sending occasional memes. In addition, chatbots are very effective at giving instruction. For example, they can quickly show pictures of product, give clickable options, provide live links to Google Maps, direction, and more. For example, here's Domino's applies a chatbot efficiently to make the ordering process run more smoothly between customers and restaurant. Besides providing engaging and straightforward communication, another benefit here is convenience. The customers don't have to download an extra app to their phone, dial the phone number, or open a website to order their pizza. All the customers do is joining a conversation with the bot in Messenger. Chatbots become personal shopping assistant. Today's customers are smart shoppers and therefore like to educate about the products they are buying. They want to know what size, varieties, colors are in stock, plus any other information they can get it their hands on. Also, customers don't want to wait around all these for information. They expect fast response, otherwise they will move on to the next vendor. For businesses, implementing such a service requires a huge investment in necessary hires, infrastructure and technology. Companies can reduce cost and onboarding time dramatically by building such an infrastructure with the help of a chatbot. Thanks to the chatbot's AI technology and ability to contextually understand and analyze keywords in the customer request or question. This isn't just theory, but an actual chatbot use case being applied by H&M, who is with the help of their chatbot, make easier for customers to find products with exactly the right fit and size. Their chatbot regularly provides style guides, choice, and product pricing, helping H&M improve customers' shopping experience. Let's talk about recommendation system. Let's naively understand what recommendation systems are with simple example. Recommendation systems are used to recommend articles, music, people, or restaurant to its users. Recommendation systems with high performance lead to mutual benefits of user as well as the business organization implementing it. A recommender system is an application of machine learning that provides recommendations to the user on what they might like based on their historical preference. It can be further defined as a system that produces individualized recommendations as output, or has the effect of guiding the user in a personalized way, interesting object in a large space of possible options. For example, offering news articles readers based on the reader's interests, offering customer suggestions about what they might think like to buy based on their past experience of purchases or searches. A lot of time, people don't know what they want until you show it to them. It's by Steve Jobs. We are living the age of information and entering the age of recommendation. As stated by Wikipedia, a recommendation system is a subclass of information filtering system that seeks to predict the rating a user would give to them. Some examples of recommendation systems are recommending articles, music, people, and search results. Let's talk about how recommendation system works. It all starts with you and your data. Data about you can be collected into two different ways: the implicit data and explicit data. So what is explicit data? It is collected with the help of feedback or a survey or rating. Not everyone bother to fill a form or take survey. Moreover, one person's point of view may vary from another person's point of view depending on social, economic, political or graphical difference. And what is implicit data then? Understanding users through their click data or stream data. Prone to frauds, Amazon has so much implicit data that it doesn't need better algorithm. Even simple algorithm works like a charm when we have a huge amount of data. Recommendation system cannot produce good result until it has good data to work with. Lots of data. Like in the examples, Recommendation system cannot produce good result until it has good data to work with. Lots of it. There are three types of recommendation system. First is content-based filtering, second is collaborative filtering, and third is knowledge-based filtering. Let's go through briefly one by one. What is content-based filtering? Content-based filtering is based on single user's interactions and preferences. Recommendations are based on metadata collected from a user's history and interaction. For example, recommendation will be based on looking at the established pattern in a user's choice or behavior. Retaining information such as products or service will relate to your likes or views. With an approach like this, the information that users provide, the higher the accuracy. A recommendation like product similarity to this is a typical instance of this type of approach. Overall, these are the limited though to specific domain at the level of categorization available. Second, we talk about collaborative filtering. What is collaborative filtering? Collaborative filtering is another commonly used technique. Collaborative filtering casts much wider net, collecting information from the interaction from many other users to derive suggestions for you. This approach makes a recommendation system based on other users with similar taste or situation. For example, by using their opinion and action to recommend items to you or to identify how one product may go well with another. The next by recommendation is a typical usage. Collaborative filtering method usually has higher accuracy than content-based filtering. However, they can also introduce some increased variability and sometimes less interpretability. They are especially weak in the absence of previous collected data. Without meaningful information on others, it becomes harder naturally to participate in any single person action.
Ali is an AI-driven recommendation engine for any video-audio streaming platform, e-commerce platform, news websites, and any content data-driven application. Let's take a closer look at how Ali works. Ali is based on AI-powered recommendation engine, works on machine learning technology. Ali works on three phases: collecting, analyzing, and recommending. Collecting data. The first and most crucial step for building a recommendation engine is collecting data that are explicit data, implicit data, and behavioral data, among various other data sources. All data stored in a database through a fast data acquisition process. After that, Ali works on an algorithm process to analyze the stored data accumulated from users and their previous purchase behavior in real time, including product preference, buying patterns, etc. Finally, Ali filters out the irrelevant data and extracts the relevant information required to make the final recommendations to the user. The result is a personalized browsing environment filled with content or products the user would most likely watch or buy. Finally, end user gets their recommended result. That means the higher the quality of relevant recommendations. This will ultimately lead to more engagement, more conversions, and more sales.
Let's talk about Google Maps. First use case is traffic alerts. Now, Google Maps is probably the best app we use whenever we go out and require assistance in direction and traffic. If we want to visit a new place, we take help of Google Maps, which shows us the correct path with the shortest route and predict the traffic conditions. The other day, I was traveling to another city and took expressway, and Maps suggested, despite the heavy traffic, you are on the fastest route. But how does it know that? It predicts the traffic conditions such as whether traffic is clear, slow moving, or heavily congested with the help of two ways. Let's see that. First is real-time location, and second is average time that has taken. The real-time location of the vehicle from the Google Maps and the sensor is taken. In average time has taken on the past days. At the same time, it takes information from user and send back to its database to improve the performance. Everyone using Google Maps is providing their location, average speed, and the route in which they are traveling, which in turn helps Google collect massive data about the traffic, which makes them predict the upcoming traffic and adjust your route according to it. For example, bus traffic delays, hundreds of major cities around the world, thousands of people traveling, one mission that is learning and informing. That is Google Maps. Google gets all the real-time data on bus location and forecast it in a jiffy. So now you don't have to wait long hours for your bus. With the combination of time, distance, travel, and individuals' event as a data set, it is now possible for Google to provide predictions. Now there is no need to rely on bus schedules provided by public transportation agencies.
For the last 15 years, we've been mapping the world together, helping you get wherever you wanted to go. And today, there is so much more to explore, like your new go-to cup of coffee, or the Modern Art Museum, free on Fridays. Best Taco Rush. Pick up basketball in your new favorite park, or book a table for the tastiest pizza you haven't eaten yet. From getting you around the corner to helping you discover the world, there's more to explore with Google Maps.
Let's summarize. Machine learning is revolutionizing the industries with its application and helping solve complex problems. Do you agree with our list of machine learning applications? Thanks. See you in the next lecture.